Good evening. This is Philip Fieldy Music, and I've done a Fieldy catch up in a while, so this is the first one of the year. So we're just going to do um, albums in January of this year that I did not cover or an update. So let's see which ones I remember listening to. So look, I listened to Rawayana, Venezuelan band. I listened to their album. Um, Apparently, it doesn't have a thing. Donde es el after? And I liked one track off of it. I'll have to look at my Spotify playlist because I try to save stuff there. Just because I lose track of so many things, and yeah, and if it comes off of that, then I have to make a list because that happened to me with Poppy one year. Uh, Tornada por ella. I like that song a lot. That's the only song I really liked off the album, though. So take that as you will. Juice Kleinkunst. I did not like it. I'll say that right off. Let's see how that looks. Yeah, thought you could blow it up better, but nah. Yeah, it was not good that I remember. I didn't save anything off of it. I listened to this Paleface Swiss Wilted EP as well. Oh, let's see if I hit that. Oh man, it still didn't do crap. Okay, yeah. Anyways, yeah, they're a Swiss beatdown hardcore band. Okay, but didn't do much for me either. I listened to this Petra album, American Christian Rock Legends, called Hope. Also, did not do anything for me. I listened to a lot of these beginning ones because it wasn't much to listen to for new music at the beginning. So, then I started Alter Bridge. I listened to Alter Bridge's self-titled album. Also, did not do anything for me. I'm looking at my little playlist over here just to make sure I didn't miss anything. But I would have made a note too, and I haven't done that this year so far. The Cribs on the Vibe. Did I listen to that one? See, that's what I'm forgetting about. I think I might have, but I don't recall. Yeah, Dry Cleaning I did. Secret Love. This is the first album I've added to my playlist of possible or potential albums of the year for me. It took me a while growing on me. I just kept on hearing about it over and over, so I kept on checking it out. Post punk spoken word is the genre is listed on it. It's their third studio album, English post punk band. Yeah, I found it. I mean, some people were like saying, "Oh, it's like the spoken word stuff," but they kind of have like a dry sense of humor about it, almost like a wet leg or something, but not as funny, not as one-liney. Um, but yeah, I found it to be interesting though. Favorite tracks I wrote down so far is Cruise Ship Designer, uh, Evil Idiot. Let's see, I added another one later. Where did I put that one? Or was I wrong? No, I don't think I was. Yeah, I was. I was wrong. So, like I said, doing this from memory, it almost made my potential albums of the year. It is not there. It is like pretty much a C. It's a good album, not very good though to me. So I have not picked a third song to go into my playlist. So that usually means that I don't really care to let it grow on me at this point. But it could change. It's close. Yeah, I know it's bad looking at it like that, but yeah, I just there's so much music I listen to. Like last year, I had 98 albums on my potentials albums of the year at the end. So I had to make a checklist to make sure I listened to them all and revisited them. There's just so many. But there was some of this good stuff that came out last year. It's hard to whittle it all down. I even increased what I used to do, a top 10 to top 15, um, which I know a lot of people do top 50s. So, I put a lot more work for me cutting stuff out in that regard. But I'm sure it would be a lot more interesting in top 50 because there's a lot of talk about. Oops, 1 second, let me grab my son's water. Ah, boy. Here. All right. Yeah, I'm a father of three with all of them under ages. 1, 2, 3 is the ages. And my 1 year old is enjoying throwing stuff into my office right now. Anyway, I want to go right back to them in a second. So yeah, this is funny talking about this right now. But French Montana Max B Cokeway 3.5 Narcos. Uh, Worthless, not worth hearing. Yeah, not good. A lot of these, it's not something I just like chose to listen to. Like a lot of times, I listen to some of these albums based off word of mouth, or if I'm a big fan of an artist, or I do random picks because sometimes I find stuff that people are not talking about that is very good. All right, Zach Bryan with Heaven on Top. I added one song to my playlist. I remember the album is bloated. There's too much on it. It should have been really whittled down. Bad News was the song I added that I liked. So yeah, it was not worth sticking with. I think I listened to the Salt album as well, but it didn't stick with me. So yeah. Evil Gianni or Gianni 2. Yeah, nothing stuck with me. Yeah, record producer, songwriter. Yeah, didn't really do much at all. I didn't save anything from it that I can recall. But some of these singles and stuff I save, I don't find it from my an album list. It might just be like, hey, I heard the song was cool. Let me check it out. And I'm like, oh, it's cool. And I save it. All right. All right, next one. Tyler Ramsey and Carl Bromell, Celestine. I mean, it's mostly, I mean, there are some vocals in it, but mostly I remember it as being like an instrumental, like guitar album and everything. But I saved one song from its Flying Things. I really like that one. I think mostly because I like the female backing vocals on that one. The Secret Sisters, I believe it's called. They're called. Uh, that one was just very heavenly sounding to me, so I enjoyed that one. Zaza. Zaza. Okay. All right, next. ASAP Rocky, Don't Be Dumb. Didn't do much for me, to be honest. Did I save a song off that one? I gotta search in my thing here. I'm starting to lose track. No, I didn't save anything from it. I think the one where it was dissing Drake was the one I was kind of thinking about adding to, but it just didn't do enough for me to. Speaking of not doing much for me though, Cave Town Running with Scissors didn't do anything for me. Courtney Marie Andrews. I saved one song off that album that I liked, Cons and Clowns. The rest of it, some of it might grow on me. I kind of feel like it might, but at this point, no. DZ Death Rays, Easing Out of Control, didn't stick with me as well. There's a lot of that. Um, XO Reverts. Somebody had recommended me to listen to it. Um, yeah, it didn't stick with me as well. I tried. I do think they got some talent to them, but it just didn't. IDK, ETDS. I did a song of the day for him for oh man, what's the name of that song? I'm going to blank it. Let me just. I can't go to this thing. It's the one with Joey Balance and Bray. And it just didn't do much for me. But I added this mixtape to my uh, potential albums. Now this one I'm for sure on because I was kind of like debating, but Devil, Misogynistical, Life for a Life. I thought were my favorite songs off of that. It grew on me enough to where I did add it. So I am liking this one. I'm hoping that Joe Valence and Bray song grows. I mean, I think it's Clover. Anyway, um, so that one is on. I think I have 4 albums on there now. Let me look at that. Yes, I got 5, 5 now. All right, but some of those might have been in February, but I have to make sure. I don't think so. I mean, it's on the 7th of February. A Megadeth album, the vocals, lyrics, not good. A lot of the guitars was good, but it just didn't do anything for me. I gave it, that's an F. I gave that one. Poppy Empty Hands grew on me. I did a review for it. And one of the singles from it wasn't doing much for me, Guardian, but it grew on me enough to where I'm not really going to count it as a skip. So I'm thinking this is a great album now. I wasn't very good. I think I was at an 8 something, but now I'm a 9. It's in the potentials, so that's another album that's on there. J. Cole Birthday Blizzard 26. I was pretty impressed with this, to be honest. Not enough to really put it on there, but I was not expecting much. Been let down a lot, so this was better than I thought, but yeah, I didn't save anything. So, but still, By Storm, My Ghosts Go Ghosts. Didn't quite make it for potential albums for me, but I did save one song from it because one of the singles came out last year and it was on my potentials for last year in my town. But the first track off of it, what's it called? Right there, yeah. Can I Have You for Myself? I did save that one. So, but if it keeps growing on me, if I have one more song off of that, I'm gonna add it to my potentials. But right now, I'm not. Cass, yeah, yeah, yeah. I'll be honest, I couldn't wait for that to end. I was really bored with it. The Baby, Be More Grateful. They kept changing the release date of this thing. I kept thinking it was going to be earlier. It was not worth the wait. Not at all. Don Toliver, Octane, I felt like it was like trash for me. Jordan Ward, Backward didn't stick with me. Kula Shaker, Worm Slayer didn't stick with me as well. I am probably going to do I think I'm planning on doing a deep dive of them though, just to see if I can get. Not saying I want to get into them, but I do want to check their stuff out. My way of doing things has added them to my deep dive list, or my tier ranking list of their albums. So I will be doing a lot of Kula Shaker. I mean, that album wasn't bad. I don't remember anything bad about it. It was very forgettable. But maybe it'll change my mind the second time around, or have me every time I listen to it. Is that it? Am I missing something? Because I feel like I had some of these albums earlier. Maybe they're just not listed. Okay, let me do a search. All right, there we go. 5440 Porto, Canadian rock band. Um, yeah, I enjoyed this one. My favorite songs off of this one, all right, was Time Will Tell, Well Numinous, um, and where's the other one I put? It Takes a Lot. There you go. It Takes a Lot. Oh, careful. All right, so but that was a pretty good album. I have it in my potentials. Also, where is she? Did it come out in February? Or is it not listed? What? No, I don't think that's true. I can't be right. Oh, it's not listed. But okay, I have Emily Scott Robinson. I don't know when the album came out. I'll have to look. Um, so I might be talking about something that came out in February, but I feel like it didn't. That's weird. It's not listed. All right, her album, latest release, Appalachia, came out on January 30th. Beautiful album. I did add Dirtbag Saloon, Cast Iron Heart, and The Time for Flowers are my three favorite songs off of that. But no, that's a good album. I'm surprised it's not listed on here. That's a mistake. And I already talked about IDK, and then I had one more, but I am not seeing it on here. So maybe I should just do a search again. Oh no. Did it come out this year? Right, Criollo. Let's look at him real quick. It's not listed for him either. Let's go with this album. So sometimes I get nervous with this because I don't want to put an album that I heard about was good, checking it out, and it's from a different time. Okay, it came out this year. Yes, good. January 15th is Criollo, Amaro Freitas, and Dino Di Santiago. And the album is their first name. So Criollo, Amaro, y Dino. So yeah, so I think it falls under MPB probably. Um, but yeah, I thought it was really good. Very jazzy in spots too, or a lot, not in spots, a lot of it. But I think it's worse. That's my five that I have from it. So those are all from January. So if there's any other albums that came out in January, please let me know. I would like to check them out. Uh, but yeah, that's where I got right now. But yeah, I'm hoping to keep on hoping to grab some. But I think last year I was pulling like a lot more. But that's okay. I don't want to have his 98 again. I might need to be a little bit more picky with what I put into that right now. I just enjoyed a lot of music from last year, but if something grows on me, something grows on me. Because I remember Viagra Boys last year, I had it on the cusp, but not in it, and then some songs grew on me, and I was like, all right, they're going in. It didn't make my final cut, but it was up there for me. It was almost there. Um, and it kept growing with me. And then there's some things grew off of me. I burnt myself out. I don't know. Oh man, I'm blanking on her name. More mother. More mother. I burnt myself out trying to get into her a couple years ago, and that album that came out last year, I just could not do it. I hope I could get over that, but if not, then it's just gonna be one of those artists I just can't get into. I can see the talent there, just uh, yeah. So, anyways, like and subscribe if you're not already. Share with me some other albums in January you thought were really good. Hit the bell if you haven't already. Share, help me get my subscriptions up. I would appreciate it. And we'll see you tomorrow for another song of the day. Continue our musical discovery, and I also am going to be doing another album ranking probably tomorrow. So, anyways, have a good day. See you tomorrow. Bye bye.